Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Worship for January the 19th, 2025. Selvin, you are out of quarantine, so if you want to jump into voice, you are welcome to. Yeah, everybody goes into quarantine because of bots. Pi wrote a little thing to throw everyone in quarantine. And, oh, you subscribed, dude! Or ma'am, dude or ma'am, whichever you are. Thank you for the sub. That's really nice of you. Really appreciate that. Good. There we go. Good morning, Mason.
Good morning. Did I hear plasma?
Yeah, I need plasma damage. I need 150,000 in space. Oh, it's the only thing I've looked at so far.
That's one shot for me.
Yeah, I know, but what else am I going to say? Gee, I'm out of titles for the morning because it's not early, but the doggers and I slept in. Well, that's not true. We got up at 2, then we got up at 4:30, and I thought, the heck with it, I'm just going to get up. So I got up, well, you're always welcome to join when you want to. It's an open channel. Everybody's welcome here. As long as you watch your language, no hate speech, no profanity, you're welcome to join.
Oh, but I wanted to hate on all the ads on Twitch.
And then you can hate on as much as you want. I don't care. So I've got this other show that I've been working on called Today in Trek. And I know it's got issues, and I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. But there's the message in there. Please, like, comment, subscribe, all to appease our YouTube overlords. All hail the YouTube overlords.
Right, so YouTube actually requires you to say, please follow, like, and subscribe?
No, I do, because if I can get to 500 subs, because remember, YouTube subs are free. If I can get to 500, then I can potentially monetize my stuff. Now, I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. I'm still at like 100 subs. It's unlikely it's ever going to happen, but if it does, great.
I had my channel for years, and it's like 200 maybe. And that's mostly because it's been attached to my Twitch channel when I used to put all my archives in, and I don't believe that half of these people have ever came back.
I see Reply All Caps has joined us. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing today?
Game-wise, not that great, because it's either a regression or an item loss, and trying to give them information for tickets is like, well, too much information to where they don't want to bother, but I'm being thorough.
Well,
there's bugs.
Bugs galore.
To where, what?
There's bugs galore in it right now.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything except my dailies until Tuesday. Let's see what happens Tuesday with the patch. Let's see if it actually fixes it. Bordicus and I think Musin said Avatar, we're both working on it, which are devs that I know and trust. So if it's going to get fixed, they'll have done it.
Avatar already wrote a fix. It just needs to be merged into the update tree.
Right. So that's the last I heard of it. So everyone cross fingers that Tuesday will be a good day.
Well, see, here's the problem, is that not only do I lose items in all my banks, but items that I bought with Philobie that are equipped to my characters, they've been gone too.
Is that
like
since the patch?
Cannon. What?
Is that since the patch bug, a week and a half ago? Or is this long running?
No, it's been, I think, maybe a week.
Okay, so it's probably related to the patch bug then. So see what happens on Tuesday with the fix, if that restores anything or everything. If it doesn't, then that's a whole different story. Good morning, Sophie Le Nugget.
It just stinks because I'm running out of resources. Every time I have to rebuild, I get less and less resources.
That's why I'm saying don't do anything until after Tuesday, and that's been the general consensus. Let's see if they can get this fixed first.
Yeah, for now it's just like this is the base minimum stuff.
I just threw on existing stuff, and it's fine. It's definitely not going to be a new build. I'm going to start doing some new builds with different people next week if the patch works.
Well, the endeavors are going to be okay, right? I mean, I just completed all of mine.
Yeah, your endeavors are fine. That's not affecting it. It's not gameplay, it's the builds, the loadouts, and the traits.
Apparently there's a mix-up in that. Yeah, that's the only thing I've noticed that's been wrong.
There's a couple
I
other
haven't noticed any difference in my inventory or...
but they may be related, and we'll see. And I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm just going to chill for 2 more days. I can do that. I can relax for 2 more
Or just,
days.
Can you
well,
though?
if you mean builds, I guess that means ground builds too.
Yep.
Plus, I lost all my item boxes, at least
Yeah,
most of them.
just hang
Lost them
fire.
like they're nowhere out there, like nowhere at all.
Just hang fire till
Uh,
Tuesday, and if it's not back, then start putting in tickets. Because that you may not
yeah.
be the only one it's happening to, but at the moment, till they see if this fix works, I don't think they're going to try and go back and fix anything, because this is just such a major issue, and it may have more fingers reaching out into other issues that need to get that might get fixed with this, might not. Musin told me what's going on, and I haven't shared that information, Musin, but also somebody said it was related to a Neverwinter thing.
Well, it is, but also what I said. So
Yeah.
what they did is they deleted a piece of code that was specific to Star Trek Online and inserted a piece of code that was meant for Neverwinter.
What?
And this
Yeah.
is what needs to be corrected so
Yeah.
that it, like, because the games are using the same engine, so they just copy pasted from Neverwinter some new code over to what they were doing on Star Trek, but they didn't adjust it for the right
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. You cannot do that.
What?
Yeah, I know.
They should have not copied over that line of code.
They should have
That's
tested
basically
it. Come on.
You think they shouldn't?
QC, QA. We got people here who can do that for you guys.
Oh, it's probably because whoever did that was one of the DECA employees, I heard.
I'm not going there. I'm not putting any negative energy out there right now. But
No,
could
it's
be the
just
case.
somebody who wasn't aware that that would mess it up.
I don't know. Just at the verge of handing over. That bodes well.
Yeah, I know. That's what terrifies me.
Well, this is the problem. Whenever a new company comes in, they want to get rid of the old guard, and you do that, and nobody has the ancient knowledge.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's why we've had this year-long conversion over from us to them. And
yeah, I kind of get it. I remember when I was. The thing is, I've actually been in a position that DECA is once, because I was hired into a company that's manufacturing medical equipment mostly. I mean, you know them from making television sets, but like home utensils and stuff like that. They would like make razor blades and razor machine and like stuff like that. But they actually what they actually physically manufacture as a company is only limited to medical stuff like respirators, medical stuff. And during COVID, it was a bit big. They had a big income for that because everyone wanted respirators and all kinds of stuff.
oh yeah,
Oh,
those are tough to
consumer
get.
products.
And we were just taking my branch here that opened just a branch. It was taking over a department that was handling those respirators in the UK. So they were moving that branch to Poland, and we had like transition moment when we were trying to learn everything that they were doing, so we could just hop on one day. There's a plug pulled out on their side, and we just plug ours on the other, and we just carry on business as usual. The thing is that the company didn't foresee how much learning, whoever planned this transition, didn't sit with those guys that were doing their job, just looked at their the names of their positions and just assumed that they're doing only this, except they were doing a lot of more stuff, and the end result was like they would probably need a 6-month period on each person's position to start make you understand what you're doing, and then you start feeling confident to actually start doing this on your own without support. And we just got 3 months, and I personally had a month, because when I came in it was already past the red light, red alert moment where they were supposed to swap over. So yeah, we had I had 2 weeks in the UK when we were on the training, and then we were going back and we had to learn everything on video conferences. So I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work.
No,
it's a very botched transition, and I kind of understand what DECA is doing. Because there's years on STO, there's years of code, years of different devs that have come and gone. They the team that's been working on Cryptic and on STO wasn't exactly the same one that developed the engine and technology.
Correct. Yeah.
So they were like doing the stuff that they learned over the years, and those years of knowledge probably can't be easily transitioned over just a single year period. So
No, they can't.
And it kind of shows right here, right now, that it was just like...
Which was the whole idea of having this year of transition. So you do have the testing and everything else, and what's the first thing that happens is we get fairly substantial bug.
Bug that is literally bleeding the game out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Mom, one other concern I have on one of my characters, I think I accidentally hit the sort button to where everything squished, but before it happened, I had this gaping hole in my inventory where a bunch of stuff was missing, so am I going to get that stuff back?
I have no idea. I'm not a dev. If it happened as a result of this bug, then that's the goal. That is their ideal, is to get everything back that was lost.
Okay. The stuff disappeared because of the bug, but I hit the sort button.
No, that won't affect it. That's just, it puts it in alphabetical order. It doesn't delete or add.
Yeah.
Hitting salvage, big difference. Hitting sort, no. Just rearranges. And like I said, just puts it in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
For the most part.
Okay.
I mean, there's some positional things. So as a general rule,
that's
what you tend
not
to get...
affecting the quantity and stuff you should have in your inventory, basically saying.
It pretty much sorts it out by, let's say your elite marks at the beginning of it, then it goes into any epics, then it goes into some pretty much alphabetical after you get through like kit frames and mods.
Yep.
Okay, so I should be okay.
Yeah. So if the stuff was lost because of the bug, it should come back. It will go into whatever empty spots you've got. If you don't have enough empty spots, it will go into your inventory overfill bag.
Yeah, the overflow bag is probably good if you don't have space, but...
Okay.
Generally, it was probably just a swapping of some items for a loadout. They got transitioned to a defaulted ship that they were associated with. Like, for some reason, I noticed that loadouts kept remembering. Like, if you put a ship in a dry dock and you like grab it back, like when I grab it back, for me, it shows kind of like shadow icons on those items that used to be there. But I strongly recognize that those weren't the loadouts that were used last on that ship. Those were some old loadouts that I still remembered from very, very far away. A long time ago in the galaxy far, far away, basically. So, I don't know how the loadout system works. I have no means of knowing, but it does feel like it's remembering everything. So it might have just moved something to a ship that is different than when you were using. That's why it disappeared from your inventory. You might check your shit, but yeah, I would wait till Tuesday before panicking.
Yeah, I'm just not doing anything. Okay. Even this ship, I'm just throwing on existing equipment.
Also, sad news: the holographic Lita, which we used to be able to get 2 of them for I don't know, a few years.
Yeah.
The new dev team has decided to kill that off, so we can't do that anymore.
So, but if you've already got them, you get to keep them, right?
No, they actually ripped that away from me because I had them on like at least 5 of my characters. I don't know what the heck they were thinking, but it's like, no, we can't have that. Let's rip it away. I've got it maybe on 1 character still, but if they do that decline thing they did again, I'm going to lose it again.
I don't know what that's being caused by, and I don't know why they would delete 1 holographic Lita. Though I have to say, I've never been able to put 2 Litas on the same tune, ever.
Well, it was easy. You used to be able to before Deca took over.
Well, I never have been able to
take over yet.
Yeah. The official turnover has not happened.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's supposed to happen with the new episodes that are coming out. So like in another month. But if you cannot put both of your Litas on, like, so I've got my 1 Lita here, I don't think I could equip another Lita. Though this isn't the one that's got the multiple Litas on it.
Okay, here's how it used to go down before they declawed it in that that patch where they said we're gonna have it down for 8 hours. That's when things got screwy.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that.
How it used to happen is you would summon 1 Lita, be able to change the name, then you summon the other Lita, and then you're good to go.
Okay.
After the patch, they grayed out the name change button, so you couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's a known thing. They've never wanted you to be able to switch Lita's name.
Yep. So they likely fixed something that wasn't working the way it was supposed to.
The Hollow Lita. I'm going to grab her in the Dabo outfit. Accept it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's saying that I can only have one Lita at a time. Good morning, Board King.
Morning.
Yeah, even though it says that the Lita is available, it will not allow me to equip 2 Litas.
If you're talking about in the store, that's just text from like years ago where they actually added to it, because it's like, I was actually able to do this. I've even got a screenshot showing 2 Litas on my characters.
Then you may have had a bug that lets you do it, because there are some things where people have bugs and they can do things that technically you're not supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, they went.
I was able to do it a long time ago.
Yeah. To have 2 Litas on the same tune?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So you're not the only one. I can't do that. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah.
But I think one of them was removed a while later.
Yeah. Well,
so it wasn't allowed for you to have 2 of them. You just lucked out for as long as you did because of an oversight in how she was set up. But yeah.
Yep. You had a good run with 2 Litas, but now
I didn't have this problem with a Lita, but I had twice the same trait, and they decided to remove one of them too, even though I had to like do a really weird thing where I redeemed the trait because I had learned it on a different officer. For a little while, they allowed you to redeem a trait if you learned it on a Romulan.
Yeah.
A trait.
So I had double that trait. They took that out.
That sucks.
How do you learn a trait?
In my videos, which I really wish I had a screenshot, but I don't, I had my reroll Klingon recruit character, and I had 2 Litas and 2 holographic Janeways.
That's interesting. You clearly had a bug, because that was never the intention. So relish the fact that you had it.
There is 2 different holographic Janeways you can have simultaneously.
Right. With the Litas, it's the same holograph. It's just 2 different costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, that stinks. I wish they would have made that more clear. I thought it was like 2 different holograms from 2 different universes.
Well, I mean, one's a mirror Lita and one's a non-mirror Lita. It's the Dabo girl. But they are the same hologram. They're just different costumes.
Weird.
So if I were to unequip one, I could re-equip the other one.
I'm just saying that's weird. If I was going to design something like that, I would have just made it that you summon Lita, and then you go and change the costume in the tailor. That's how I would have set it up.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit easier. I think the traits are the same on the 2, though, aren't they? Or the skills are the same on the 2. The inherent skills.
Yeah, I'm just saying because that would have been fun, because I was like, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna make a video log of my level 30 Klingon recruit with 2 Litas going around killing enemies. And another thing I've noticed is that when you go and do your endeavors to where it's like, oh, kill a bunch of guys with like plasma weapons, right? Well, not only do you not get kills by letting your team deal with that on the Klingon recruit, because I like to go to the dirty nightclub and well, I don't know what else to call it.
It's partisans.
Yeah. What?
Partisans. That's the name of the episode. Yeah, that's where I get my kills too. The thing is, if your kills from your crew or your kills when it's you and your crew only count. However, if you go down there with a team of other people, you can share them as long as you're in the same section.
Oh, okay.
So if you're all standing there killing, let's see, the Mugatu, then you get all the kills. Or if you're all standing there killing the arthropods, you all get the kills. But I don't think if you're on the 3 different locations that you share the kills.
Okay, so I got to group up with some friends
Yeah,
and
grab some
then get
friends.
to the team. Okay.
And then you do
It
it the
just
really easy way. Everybody drops crystals, everybody drops V'ger probes, everybody drops every AoE you've got, and you just kind of sit there and drink coffee while everything goes away. Okay, let me jump
okay.
over here to the Star Trek convention Hololita Bridge Officer. Bottom line, Hololita cannot join your crew if there is more than one version in your inventory or Bridge Officer list. So that's right on the tooltip there. It's a one only.
Oh, that sucks. I had so much fun.
Well, so you got an advantage for a long time. You say thank you and move
Hey,
on. Good morning, Zelda. How are you doing?
haven't
Well,
you heard? You're not allowed to have fun in
Shh,
games
hush, hush,
anymore.
hush, 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 hush. I'm only here for the fun. I need to do
I'm
some
having a lot
spacey
of fun in
damage. Does
games.
anybody want to do some spacey stuff with me? Board
I got
King?
one more TFO and still got counterpoint to do.
Oh, perfect and perfect. Board King, you want to do
And I'm
some
sitting right beside you, by the way.
counterpoint and some. What was the other thing you needed to do with Borg TFO?
Yeah, Borg TFO, yeah.
Board King, you in for some pew pew?
I have a lot of ground stuff.
Actually, I did my ground stuff
well,
already.
if I'm lucky, maybe because I'm using Outplayed right now for video recording, and I've only been deleting stuff off that log.
Oh God.
Maybe the video in question is still on my
There you
hard
go.
drive,
There you
and
go.
then I can get a printout
Uh huh.
of my Klingon with the 2 Litas. Just I may just have this thing framed.
Yeah. Get it, enjoy it. Working,
Yeah.
what ground stuff do you have to do?
Vodwar,
Ugh.
Terrans.
Well, we could do Terrans. Chris, you up for like either Operation Wolf or something like that we could kind of power through?
Yeah, I can do Operation Wolf, yeah.
Just don't kill everything, because I need.
How many kills do you need? Well, we share
Do I
the
look
kills,
like
so it doesn't matter.
do I look like a DPSer for you?
I don't know, but some people like to kill everything.
Well, I'm
No,
saying
I don't
Tessie's
get-
not here.
Yeah, Taz
Oh,
isn't here. Speaking of, I
Right.
accidentally kicked Taz out of the fleet. So if you see Taz, I sent him a.
And then I also have to do Undine ships
Perfect. I have to
in
do.
the battle zone.
Ugh.
I know.
I'm
And
buying your rerolls. Good morning, drunken heretic.
rerolls? What's those? I don't get that.
I know you don't.
Okay. Brain fart. Great. What was it? Oh yeah. I recommend that if you have a hard time with doing an endeavor like travel time or something, because maybe you got heating problems, just skip it until tomorrow.
You can't do it tomorrow.
No, I mean, let the
Just ignore it.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do a lot with the endeavors, to where it's like,
but
I don't
there's
need
some
the pain.
where like my endeavors are like battle zones, and it's like people have to use those. Was it the Sundari, whatever the hell that thing's called?
In the Darian?
And I don't get the kill count for
Oh,
anything.
Yeah, no, that thing. I hate that thing. Zelda fan says politicians exist to remove fun, to make people as miserable as they are. I disagree, Zelda fan. Politicians exist to remove fun, so only they can have it.
Oh, if that's true, then Gavin Newsom must be having a blast.
Could be. Drunken Heretic has
Biden
been
had
to
a good time
NASA.
last night.
Pardon?
Biden had a good time last night. He removed TikTok. He banned TikTok. In
Yeah,
the
so I
US.
heard. Like I ever paid attention to
He didn't.
TikTok.
That was the Supreme Court or something?
No, it wasn't Supreme
Yeah.
Court. Supreme Court.
Well, that
would
wasn't
but it
Trump
was
either. He wasn't in power then.
No, but it was Biden's decision to do it.
So Supreme Court only comes in after a case has been, a decision has been made, somebody's appealed it, and it's gone to the appellate level generally first. And if that appeal wants to be appealed again, and then it can go to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court gets to decide what they're going to or not going to listen to based on case law supporting or refuting what's going on behind it. So just because, something happens, it can take a while to get to Supreme Court. So
Okay,
let's
I
change.
just got a pop up about this ban.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. Then there's some small print.
Yes.
I can't read. And then it says learn more. So let's see what learn more is. And more small print. I can send a screenshot to somebody. Here we go.
Drunken Heretic, we're going to do Operation Wolf. Do you want to join us for it? I was such a nerd at NASA about 10 years ago. My son was like, I'm just going to leave you alone here for a while.
Wait.
I totally embarrassed him.
Wait a minute.
What?
You can still log. In the meantime, you can still log in and download your data. What do they mean by data? Are we talking like your videos?
I have no idea. Probably. If stuff you loaded up is there, you probably should be able to download it. Sophie La Nugget, I don't actually care about TikTok. Something else will come up to take its place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so the Supreme Court upheld the decision. Thank you, Zelda fan.
Okay.
I didn't lift a finger to do anything about it.
Yep, the only thing they can do is to decline the decision, and then that changes things, or decide not to pay attention to it, or what have you. Yeah, Drunken Heretic says nobody cares about TikTok. Nobody cares about TikTok.
No, I just had a few special videos on there I didn't get time to get to yet.
If they're yours, you should be able to get your stuff back. Thank you, Zelda fan, for the update, because I just don't pay attention to that stuff. Anybody else want to join us for Operation Wolf?
Okay. Well, I will see you guys later. Thanks for the talk.
You are very welcome. Take care.
I wish they disabled TikTok in my country. Like, I actually want them to. It's a bad thing, but also a good thing.
It's not a bad thing inherently. It's what you make it to be. Like a knife isn't a murder weapon, but you can make it one.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I really just like demonizing an application because some people abuse it to something. The only stuff I get on TikTok is funny films, archaeology, and some scientific stuff. I don't really get any political stuff. I don't get anything because I told the algorithm to show me that kind of stuff, and I don't think it's a bad application.
Remember this line? Don't try this at home.
Weewoo?
Weewoo.
Thank you.
Which, that disclaimer should come with multiple TikTok videos and doesn't. And people are not smart enough not to do it at home.
There are tons of TikTok challenges that go out there that have resulted in people dying.
Yeah. There have been a lot of things happening in the past world where just people were intelligent enough not to do because
that
was
really
kind of
point.
obvious. And I'm sorry, are we gonna be like labeling a knife handle like careful you cut yourself?
Actually,
a fork. Careful, you can stab yourself. Like
it's actually
you can kill yourself with a spoon. Do we need to like write on a spoon that don't choke yourself on it? Like, do we really need to treat ourselves as stupid? If someone doesn't know that jumping off a cliff is going to kill you, then Darwin's law.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of people complaining about because there's no disclaimer that this is dangerous. Like if you don't know that this is dangerous and that you see people bungee jumping,
but do you know why they have to put the cautions on it? It's
because
not
there are stupid people to do it to do it.
That's actually not it. If you do not tell people not to do this and they do it, they can come back and sue you. At least in the States.
Well, then that's happening in the States. Outside, people are like, don't sue. Like, I don't know. It's the stupidest thing. I can sue someone over anything that even shows that you're inherently stupid, that you didn't figure out that it's going to be dangerous for you. Like, I'm sorry.
Be glad you don't have to cook dinner for all those people who are stupid enough to imitate what they see online.
Just cleaning the gene pool, please.
Yeah, I don't think we should interrupt nature and natural selection. I think we're interrupting it too much already. And like, it's not beneficial to like anyone.
We got the middle one started. We'll go over and get Gamma.
Keep saying, let the Darwin law do its thing. It's doing us a favor. Oh, I can use Agimus! Yay!
Oh yes, you can definitely use Agimus here.
Didn't get to use him for a long while.
What's Agimus?
Agimus from Lower Decks.
Yeah, there's a evil AI entity computer that was trying to take over everything, and they have it in custody and storage, and it's laughing maniacally, attacking people, and just having the time of his life.
Yeah,
And I'm just
it's one
having
of
time
those
of my life
absolutely
listening to it.
fine toys to have.
Yeah,
everything goes
and it
up.
laughs in Jeffrey Combs' voice. It's just the most hilarious thing. I love it so
Okay,
much.
I never heard of Agimus, so
We'll find you the episode and
It's
send it over
a
to you.
kit module.
It is a kit module, yeah.
from where
It's universal
From
you
Lower
get
Decks.
it?
It's on exchange, and I think I don't know. No, exchange. I'm not sure, but I think it's from Lobby. I've
Yeah,
never
it
done
is.
I think it
Lobby
is
store,
Lobby.
It's from the
but I
lobby
think it's from
store.
Lobby store. Yeah. It's called Agimus Aggression Network. It's a summon that creates attacking drones, and the mother unit is just laughing maniacally as it does it. So it's just the most funny.
Yeah, the voice lines are definitely the best thing about
Oh, yeah.
that.
Voice lines are the best things about a lot of these. And just like
look-
the animation is the best thing about Badgie.
Yeah. I still hate them for making it a chance drop instead of the guaranteed purchase.
I would pay
I
I would pay Lobby for it. I would pay the lithium for
I would
it.
pay Zen for it. Like,
I'd pay
give me
Zen for it,
500
yeah.
Zen, I get it. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't bat an eye. But the fact that it's a drop, I still didn't get it. Still didn't get the combat one because I had dropped a couple of dozen of all the variations that are non-combat pets we have no care for, and like none of them were useful. So I'm like, yeah,
So I don't
fudge
usually
that.
read a lot of Reddit, but some guy had dropped something in the Stowe Reddit yesterday going, bought $10 worth of keys and got a T6 and a T5 ship. Because that's never happened in all these years.
Well, I looked out with Obina. Remember?
Yeah.
I wasn't even going for it, and I opened like 40 boxes and like.
Yeah, but on
And it
$10 worth, I realize statistically if you spend 200 you're going to get stuff.
That's the thing. I've known people who spent 300 bucks
Yep.
and they still didn't get zip. So
It's
there's no
statistically.
rule for it. I heard that there's a theory about like a grief system that if you spend a threshold when it doesn't drop you anything, you have a guaranteed drop. But I've seen people.
I've never had
have it.
that happen.
Yeah, like my friend who was so stoked on getting the Protostar, I think. She spent so much money, and she was just a newcomer because of all the Janeway content. And when she learned that Protostar is coming, she was like, "Oh my god, I've got to have it!" She loves the first season so much; it's like a beloved series. And she didn't get it. She spent a lot of money. She goes salty, and she's not playing it anymore.
Yeah, I
Thank
get
you.
that.
Yeah,
I would
thank
rather
you,
just make these
SDO.
things available to purchase.
Again, Mods Market at least gives you a guaranteed purchase.
Yeah.
And if you really want the money, throw stuff into Mods Market. Don't give it a freaking dropout. Like, its dropout chances are like spawn of hell. Like, there's a special place in hell for people who just use
let me
that
spend the
way.
money.
And
I
I don't
want it,
understand
I'll
why
buy
such something insignificant as a kit module or a pet would be a chance drop. Like, who came up with the idea that this is a good idea? I don't get it.
If
I
the
don't
argument
understand.
is that people will spend more money in the game, they will once or twice. And then they're just like, it's not that important. It'd be fun to have,
Yep.
but...
Especially for something as insignificant as that. For a ship, maybe. There's a bigger chance people are desperate for having a ship. Like, people have been asking for a Bina class for years, ever since it showed on lower decks. And I wasn't even sure they're going to do it because it was such an insignificant ship in this show, but people love this variant of Excelsior. And now we got it, and people went for it. They went all out, but that's still a ship, not a combat pet. Combat pet isn't going to be a game-changing item. It's just like...
Let me go off topic here for a moment. Zelda says, by the way, it's not just TikTok being banned, but everything connected to the company connected to TikTok. And Sophie the Nugget says, yeah, Marvel Snap got offline too.
What's a Marvel Snap?
It's something related to TikTok. I'm sure it's just some Marvel-oriented channel. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. I've got way too much stuff as it is in my life to deal with TikTok and all that other stuff.
You really must think highly of yourselves if you thought you had.
I mean, I was up till 10 o'clock last night cleaning my garage. 10:15. Why? Because it's supposed to be -1 tomorrow, and I think I have a garage. I should be able to put my car in my garage, which is a concept. It's been 2 years since my car has been inside at night. And the thought of being able to get up and get in the car and not have my hands freeze. It's just...
Yeah, the cars really are like... They really take the ambient temperature easily in, and it's hard to get it out. Especially, even in the summer, like... When the car is like in the sun for like 6 hours, you get into it and you feel like you're in an oven.
Feel that skin searing as you touch down.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, it's gross. Now I got a lot of summons, apparently. I've got the synth drone.
There's Admiral Quinn again. Let's see if we can try him.
Why is he even coming
Lightning
out?
strike on him.
Yep. Bye-bye, Mr. Quinn.
Here, I have Vidra probes on you.
Oh, yeah.
They'll hug you nice and warm. With hot plasma.
Let's see. It blocked the Chinese company, so a lot of online-related games got silenced too.
Yeah,
Probably just
so
as
like,
well. That's a bad habit of mine. Is I will download one and it's just like, oh, I can play this on my phone. No, 3 hours later. No.
I mean, I've heard that people have already found a workaround for TikTok, so it's not like
sure
it's
they have.
completely inaccessible. There's an app that allows you to use TikTok still. I know what they're gonna do with people who want to circumvent that ban, though.
I see why Marvel Snap got banned.
Why?
Okay, so the company that owns a stake in TikTok also owns the publisher of Marvel Snap.
Yep, that makes sense then.
And
What's
they're-
Marvel Snap about? What's that doing?
it's a trading card game online, and it's
Seriously?
probably hosting the images for those trading cards or something on a shared server with TikTok.
sorry,
Selden says
I-
Marvel Snap is a phone gotcha game that kind of played like Hearthstone or card game.
Why would they come after stuff like that? Like,
Just
Well,
because
the most
it's all
illogical
interrelated.
thing.
I don't know
It's
that they go
probably either
I mean,
they're yeah.
I know why they went with the TikTok ban, because people have, from the US, started seeing how things are organized outside of the US and started being salty about it. Seeing how the politics is just like domestically terrible for them, and vice versa. We started seeing inside like normal average day life. Like we started learning that you guys have issues with your healthcare to a point like you can't
You
afford
started
something
learning
basic
about
stuff.
that?
I mean, it's not the common knowledge when you go to
Really?
you see it like
Oh my god.
how else outside of being in the US do you actually learn it? Movies are not
probably
going to
true.
tell you that.
No. I mean, we're about as subtle as a bag of hammers with our attitude towards our American healthcare at the moment.
Yeah, but
I
you don't
mean,
know that.
This is not approving of what the guy did, but somebody murdered the CEO of, or one of the head honchos of a healthcare company.
I know.
And a lot of people think he's a hero because, oh my God, this person was responsible for the deaths of tens of thousands of people.
His company was making calls on who's going to
Heck
get
yeah.
treatment money, who
Absolutely.
not and that actually puts blood on his hands one way or
Oh,
another.
no, I'm not arguing that at all. I'm not saying you should murder
So,
people for it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
boy,
having
do
an
I
issue with
understand
that.
it.
It's just, what
I-
are
he-
those?
He also got paid to be the guy that everybody hates.
Yep, he did.
And he took that job, which
Yep.
kind of means that he can't cry about the consequences.
Well, he's not crying about it anymore, but I do feel bad for
I
his
know,
wife and kids.
but
I mean, that's
why are we crying for him then?
nobody is.
For who?
Wow.
For the CEO?
Yeah.
No one's crying for him.
Nope.
Maybe his
Wow.
family is.
Yeah, his family.
That's about the extent of who's crying.
I mean, if nobody's crying, the guy who pulled the trigger
That was the
would
quickest
be walking
destroyer.
around as a free man, right?
Yeah, no.
Well,
No.
that's not how law works. If you
That's
shoot
not how law
someone,
works, and it doesn't. That's not how politicians work. Because remember, they're at the same level of the
So there
CEO.
has to be somebody crying, or they wouldn't take action this hard.
other CEOs are crying
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're afraid.
As
They're
they
afraid
should
that
be.
this is going to serve as an example what to do if you really had it. Like at some point, it's
Well,
definitely gonna.
maybe the problem isn't the people. Maybe the problem is their policy.
Of course, there is a problem with policy, but that policy comes from somewhere, and that's greed, basically. And politicians support any attempts of shutting the concept down because they're in CEOs' pockets.
Yeah,
Look at
well, isn't this a high risk, high reward situation in that case? Like
what.
they decide to go with a high risk strategy. It either rewards them or it comes back to bite them.
Well, I don't disagree, but what you gonna do if politicians who make the law are in the pockets of people who are making high-risk decisions? They're gonna secure themselves by buying politicians who are gonna vote for them,
Yep.
vote for their security. That's
We not
why the guy's
talk,
treated like someone who killed 100,000 people in like destroying a building instead of just killing one person. Like
we
Brian
not talk
Heretic says morning
politics.
worship has become morning politics. That's probably a good
I know.
point. We should get off the politics thing. We've had this discussion with Pi a few times about, you know what, guys, let's 86 the politics. And he's kind of right. We do get going on it. And I want to make it very clear to our YouTube overlords that we are not advocating politics
Yeah,
by
absolutely.
violence or government control by violence or that shooting anybody is a good thing. It is not.
No, it's an act of desperation, if
It's an
anything.
act of desperation.
Do we pew in space this time?
In about 1 minute, I'm going to go throw the coffee into the microwave
Sure.
and put on a robe. I thought
I'm
it was
gonna-
going to be warmer up here than it is, and it is not.
I'm gonna leave the team.
Okay, Board King, leave the team. See if we care.
I gotta go to Kobali.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Let's see, it's currently 18 degrees with temperatures to rise to 22 and then drop to -3 for the next 3 days. Yep.
Oh, how much
Yep.
I don't miss the Midwest.
Hey, I was actually looking at renting a camper van for a 2-week trip out to visit you and 47 Alpha Tango and some of the other guys. Just to get away. The camper van, because that way I can take the hellspawn with me and not leave them at home. They don't like being left at home. Okay, let me go zap the... let's see. Sophia the Nugget says, y'all gotta invest in some replicators. Yeah, it's getting there, Zelda. It's going to get a little warmer, and then I have to take the dogs out for a walk that's going to last them for 3 days, because if they go out at -3, they both take one step out the door and go, no. That is so not happening, Mom. You have such a good sense of humor. I will be right back. I'm just warming up my coffee. You can stay right there.
These people. Apparently, everyone else is Kabali. Kill Kabali.
Hello, I'm back. Sophia says, or Sophie La Nugget says, I'd kill for some replicated ramen. So I just found a new ramen shop, maybe 3 miles away from us. I'm thinking,
Wait,
great.
what? Replicated what?
Ramen.
I don't know what would you want replicated if you can have the actual thing.
It'd be a lot
As far as I
easier.
understand, replicated doesn't actually capture the taste of food.
It depends on who writes
properly.
the story.
I don't know, every show tend to show that they're complaining about their replicated food.
That's true,
Even
but
in 32nd century, they didn't perfect it
I
enough to
always
actually...
think that it's a matter of it gives them something to complain about. Ugh, replicated food. Ugh,
Just add salt.
pretty
salt.
much.
Yeah, but you remember that... you saw the season 3 of Discovery, Mom, right?
But of course.
Yeah, there was this negotiation between Osira and Admiral Vance.
Mm-hmm.
Here in the headquarters, where she was pretending that she's peace-binding person, and eating fruit that they put on the plate on the table, and she was like, it doesn't taste like the real thing. Where it's made out of poo. Just like,
Well,
started spitting it out.
I think Mom will
Drunken
get
Heretic,
this
welcome
one.
aboard.
You know how there's the apple that you pluck from the tree
Yeah.
and the apple that you buy at the supermarket,
Yeah.
and how those are completely radically different,
Yep. Oh, boy,
even in flavor.
oh, yeah.
Real food and replicated food are just like that. Replicated food is too perfect, too flawless.
I don't think it's perfect. It's just
No, I think it's...
No, I'm talking not the Discovery Season 3, like, waste management. I'm talking about the next-gen replicators, right?
If I
The
remember
Discovery
correctly-
replicators. And why people like Cisco's dad have restaurants.
Well, yeah, but that's always going to be a thing. It's...
I remember Tom Paris complaining about replicated tomato soup that the replicators
yeah, but
never
that's
get
because
it quite
tomato soup
right.
is disgusting in the first place and replicated to it.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, I hate tomato soup. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, I love tomatoes.
Oh, you can have my share. Please. Please. Please take all of mine. I'm very happy
I
to give
love
it to you.
tomato soup.
Everybody does. I cannot stand it. Good morning. What's the hell?
For me, I don't like
one.
chicken noodle.
Heresy. Heresy, I tell you. Heresy.
Are we done talking over each other?
Oh, we always talk all over each other. Feel free to jump in and take over.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Yes, it is me.
Good morning. Guess what was on yesterday?
I don't know. I was
girl
at
in-
NASA.
Oh, yeah. Nerd.
Show off.
I would say something, but I was reduced to tears when I was at NASA. I was so happy and so sad and just having such a wonderful time there.
Oh, yeah. There is one particular exhibit. Yeah, I got pretty emotional at.
Which one?
That was the Spatial Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That one's amazing. They also have the Saturn V rocket exhibit's also really cool, too.
Oh, yeah. That thing is amazing. I'm trying to think which one was it that just broke me. Is it Launchpad 2? The one that the fire occurred and everybody died?
Yeah.
Yeah. My son finally really is like, you stay there for a little bit and Mom, deal with it. Yes, the NASA. Which, if you get the chance to go to Florida, skip Disney World and all that stuff, go over to NASA. We spent a full day there and it just wasn't enough. It was amazing.
Oh my god, I hate battle zones.
We pew now?
Yeah, we can pew. Hang on.
Coffee?
Let me get some people. Anybody else want to join us for some pew? I need to do plasma damage in space, and you said you needed a Borg thingy? Was that right, Chris?
Yeah, I have one Borg thing, and we could do Borg.
Do you care which Borg thing we do?
Not really. It's a Borg TFO. It doesn't specify type of Borg.
Drunken Heretic, I was going to tell you the girl with the golden boots was on yesterday, and I was just... it was so bad. Yeah. Sophia,
Do you still remember the teleportation scene?
The teleportation scene?
Yeah, basically it was just bad editing, really. They're just sitting there, all of a sudden just some guy appears at their booth out of nowhere.
Right, yes! Yeah. Sophia Nugget, yes, give me a handle and I will send you an invitation. You're more than welcome to join us. I love bad editing. I love bad movies.
Yeah, I couldn't enjoy bad movies today.
Oh yeah, you can. They're even better today.
I go to a place for bad movies, but with ads playing every 15 minutes and lasting a minute and a half, I got sick and tired of constantly giving feedback to stop the ad spam.
It doesn't pay any attention to you.
Yeah, you do kind of have to subscribe to Rift Tracks because they will spam you with ads.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm complaining to Twitch that the frequency of ads that is allowed is way too high and is sucking the viewing pleasure out of their site.
Okay, so what I do for ads, because who's ever streaming can change them to fit his group. Pi and I worked it out, so it's going to run about 3 minutes of ads once an hour. So what I do is I start the show 10 minutes early, trip the first one to go while we're still in that warm-up, before we actually go live, so that's gone. We start the show as that ends pretty much, and then we've got 50 to 60 minutes before we run the first commercial. But it runs 3 minutes as the alternate. Ideally, they want a minute of commercials every 20 minutes, and I hate that. It just ruins everything.
Yep.
So 3 minutes is enough time for me to go get a coffee. All right, Guillotine, does that work for everybody?
Sure.
Sure. Oh, I love Guillotine.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
The thing is, I feel that they're giving of the option to run ads more than, I say, once an hour is actually not okay.
Well, it's up to the streamer to make the decision. Otherwise, the default is one commercial every 20 minutes.
I do feel giving the streamer some control is nice, but I wouldn't make the option available to set them every 15 minutes, for example.
You can't. You can't. 20 is the minimum.
It would be nice if there was like a law restriction that you can't post too many detrimental ads, but they will still find a way to work around it. They want their share of money from it. I still don't exactly understand how ads for stuff I don't care about. I mean, Forced to Watch actually gives anyone money, but I don't run the economy of the world, so I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just sick and tired of seeing ads that have no direct. Well, none of them are directed at me. Absolutely zero. You know, so why do I have to be forced to watch them?
You're not. That's when you go and you get your coffee. You completely ignore them. The worst thing is, though, when it starts to figure out what you're looking for. So I had some question about probably creatine. And, of course, then I promptly start getting all these commercials for creatine. I just wanted to know the formula for a reference in a story. But no, now I get all these things for healthcare. And then if I Google something else, then that'll start feeding into my algorithm. And, ugh, please.
Dr. Eclipse, I really like your ship.
Chris,
if I didn't lose my loadout, I'd probably be flying it.
Chris, do you not have shields?
I'm cloaked.
Oh, okay, sorry. All right.
You hate confined spaces. Jesus,
okay. Yeah, I'm terrible with...
I could live on the space station.
I could live on a space station. That's not confined. That's pretty open.
Oh, you would.
No, no. I mean, like if I have to crawl through a tunnel or something. Nope. Nopedy. Nope.
That's the thing. I love it. It's funny. I mean, outside of the horror factor, I absolutely adore the interiors on Alien Isolation that is taking place on the space station. everything's cramped, confined, not very spacious. Very retro tech, so you know it looks like they sold the future in like 1979 instead of like today. I just love these aesthetics. These interiors are just like, oh, they're such a vibe to me. I could live on a place like that, and I wouldn't care.
We don't have it in the game for confined spaces, but if you remember back on New Romulus, you've got the option to go crawling underneath the bridge, but you have to go carefully lest you fall down into the water. I was in a panic. I'm like, it's my tune, it's not me, I'm not really going to fall. It was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
I don't remember that.
Good morning, Swear. No, Jeffrey's tubes. Actually, Jeffrey's tubes are fine, what the hell. That's not confined in my brain.
How?
Go.
Why?
I don't know. It's an unreasoning fear with the emphasis on the unreasoning.
Because caves can collapse in on you and
Yeah,
hold in.
that's why. Thank you, that's probably it.
It's kind of like a primal fear.
Yeah, very much. And I know it's not genetic because my grandmother would be doing things like she'd find some old cement piping that was going to be used for a new waterway, and she'd go crawling through it and be, telling all of her grandkids, yeah, let's go climbing through here. I'm over on 6, by the way. Good morning, pirate scum. How are you doing, my dear? Hey, pirate scum, I went back to the coffee shop on my way back from Chicago last week. Well, 6 has started.
I'm starting 1.
Yeah, What's the Hell says on New Romulus there are accolades to be gotten for hopping on some rocks and in the aqueduct working on the bridge. Yeah, working onto the bridge. I'm not sure what all things considered means. Is everything okay? Can I help you with anything? I know you haven't been in game for a while. So, all the traits and stuff are supposedly going to get fixed on Tuesday. We will see.
I won't hold my breath.
We will be watching closely.
Yeah, we will be watching closely. I'm hoping like heck they test it out first. Oh,
I
gosh.
will not hold my breath.
I'm sorry about the car in the shop. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt.
You need help, Mom?
No, fine.
Wait,
I mean, if you want to
check
shoot
on
stuff,
this
that's
simulator.
fine. Just got 2 adapters running here. In my little tiny underpowered PP mobile.
UP Mobile, I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to leave it. All your ship traits are now personal traits?
No. I mean, that's not what I get, but...
No,
Wait,
no,
what?
no, because personal traits disappeared too somewhat. A fix that doesn't fix it isn't going to be a good solution. Well, I know nothing about cars, JB. I mean, nothing diddly.
I know they go vroom, 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 and clank, clank, clank. Kindly die, Undine.
Oh, Mom, did I brag? I actually got myself
Say that
proper
again?
set of headphones.
Oh,
I mean, because I have lost my hearing a while ago, and I have this tinnitus that is still sticking around.
yeah.
And while I used to listen to music daily when I was doing stuff like walking my dog, going to the store, stuff like that, and with the tinnitus, I really can't use my the headphones that I used to have, or the wireless ones that are plug-ins, you know, that you plug into your ears. I hate them.
Oh, yeah.
I can't have them because they're too direct into my ear, and the tinnitus is getting worse.
Oh.
Yeah, my tinnitus seems to be reactive to sounds external. If there's like too loud noise that is just very high, like high volume, it's just gonna make it ring in my ears even louder. So it was very difficult because I couldn't listen to music, and that was the most unstressing thing I could have done. And with my ADHD brain, it was kind of awful. But I found a headphone set that is actually working well with them.
Which ones?
They call themselves Soundcore.
Okay, I don't know them.
I haven't heard about them either, but that was the first thing when I googled for headphones for people with tinnitus. And apparently there are sports designed headphones that are technically
that is so interesting.
They're comfortable for people who do a lot of sports when, you know, other headphones will fall out of your ears. Or like you have very differently shaped ears and they don't stick inside there too well, and they just dislodge and fall out and stuff like that. You don't like the headband stuff either.
Oh, I don't like earbuds.
I hate their earplugs. I can't stand them. I never liked them, but you know, they were working fine until I lost my hearing. And then with the tinnitus that arose from that, when I regained my hearing, it was just like, damn, I'm not using them again. So these are actually, they are put on over the edge of your ear, and you slide them down.
Yeah.
So they don't fall off, but they're not going into your ear channel. So they're like bringing the music into it, but not too directly. You can fully regulate them, and they're really great. And my ear doesn't hurt, and tinnitus doesn't get worse. I was so happy. They weren't too cheap, but they weren't like super expensive either. It was just like, yeah, okay, I can budget them, but they were really good. I love them. Can finally talk. They pick up my voice pretty well. I can even talk on them normally. Life's getting better. I can get resub to Spotify again. Yay! Yeah, I wasn't listening to any of the new music. It was just so depressing that all of the music that I loved, it just doesn't sound well on me, or just tinnitus is ruining it at the beginning.
God, I finally killed all these stupid Undine in the battle room. Took long enough.
Yeah. That's why I hate the battle zone. It just takes so long.
Depends how much you have. If you had like 10, 20, it's fine, but
10 is
like,
fine.
like
It's
60
the 30,
or
yeah.
30, yeah. It takes a while.
So for Undine in the battle zone, there's a couple of spots that have got it's the equivalent of the artillery, where you've got 4 different locations, center, and then the center location.
Yeah.
And I will go there if nobody else is there.
Oh, you mean the ones where it has like the Klingon satellite?
Right.
There's a Klingon satellite you activate. It has 3 stages, and they
don't
shoot
activate it. Don't activate. Just let it keep generating them.
Yeah,
and then of course somebody will
keep
come in and
responding.
activate it. So I was doing it once, and I think it was 47 Alpha Tango. It's like, don't activate it. Just it'll keep spawning until you start activating.
Yep.
Which was news. I didn't know that. So now I just sit there, and if somebody else activates it, we have a discussion of, hey, we could share kills, and it'll be fun.
Unless they bring in their Sindarian ship or all.
Yeah, we love the AFK jellyfish, don't we?
I hate that ship with the passion.
Hey, maybe I should name mine the AFK jellyfish.
Yeah, that should be a thing. I agree.
That tower where it's like just killing everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it should be limited to like all the other powers on all other ships, where it's like
it should be for a couple minutes, and then it's,
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes, and then you're done.
You get a 2-minute cooldown, and that should be fair. You have to do something in between that time, you know.
Or not, but I mean, you can't just sit there and hog all the kills.
Yeah. Or at least it should require you to actively change targets. Something.
Yeah.
So it works only if you have actively selected targets. If they want to give it indefinitely, they should make them be engaged in the combat. Otherwise, if they're just sitting and doing nothing and go for a coffee or whatever, it's just like not fair to the others who are actually coming there to do something.
They should make it so the powers like to like at least 5 ships. Because like when you're in the battle zone, you're in that final battle where you're getting a fleet of like Voth or basically Voth, and they kill everything.
I think they should make it auto disable and go on a cooldown. But I also think that the uptime should be tied specifically to your auxiliary power, for example. So that if you have your auxiliary power set to max, you have a longer duration than when you don't have it set to max.
It is an idea, but ultimately it all comes down to it should have a cooldown and it should not be a permanent thing. Just sit in the middle of the map and just take everything off. Because I can't... Like, I had, like, do a Starbase 1, I want to do some kills and stuff like that.
And somebody
just sit in the bloody middle and they just take over every single kill. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, I'm just gonna come here and tip something off the edge. If there's something that goes out of the sphere, otherwise it's just like I'm useless here.
I don't mind it taking the kills because kills are shared. What bugs me is when I need to do damage, and I can't because there's no targets left.
Like I get a fracture of damage in that case if I get any shots fired at that time.
Did we miss it? There it is. Okay.
I mean, I saw a fun variation on the jelly build the other day. Which was somebody hadn't built it for the complete AFK thing. They went in there, activated their jelly mode, and then started cloning their jelly cells all around.
Jeez.
They had the.
I would hate that.
They had which.
I'm switching to a different account. See if we've got anything else fun to do.
They had the temporal disorder build, or they have the temporal disorder console in their build because it gives you 4 ships to come in and help you. Because I have that on my ship.
Yeah, I did that for the first time yesterday, which was nice.
I only use things like, and I'm in that jam. That's the only time I ever use those like type of things. Or when I'm playing by myself. Other than that, when I'm in a group, I have help.
Sophie La Nugget, I am sending you a second friend invitation because this is on a different account.
You should get to work, sir.
There you go.
Right now.
Let's party
but
up
I
here
don't want to. My work is very important, I guess. Lazy Romulans.
Yeah, you would think.
Romulans used to be a good race. Always loved to work.
Of course they did. All right, this one's got a Lucari TFO and Terran ships. Ooh, we got 2 options here. Drunken Heretic and Sophila, what do you guys need to do? Does anybody need to do like counterpoint or anything like that?
I do need counterpoint.
Okay. You guys up for counterpoint? I could use it too.
All right. Do I need to leave the team or anything?
No, just stay here. Have fun. If you want to, that is. Yeah, the whole point is...
I'm just making sure we're not reforming the team.
I sent out an invitation. You accepted? Or was that you, Board King?
No.
I didn't think that was
I'm trying to do new Romulus staging area so I can get marks for it. I'm just need 100 marks and I have
get your butt in here, Cliff, and absolutely. The first run through on anything on new Momulus, if you're doing it on Starfleet Strike Group, is worth like 1,500 to 2,000 lithium, so it's one of my favorite runs.
Well, I don't care about that. I just need the marks.
Oh, it'll give you the extra bonus marks too for the first run. The 2 staging area and Atli can both be run in under a minute, and staging area has like a 30-second cooldown, so if you just want to run and collect stuff, it's a great way to do it.
Well, when you have like 20 other people doing a staging area,
Well, if you have 20 others, then there's going to be another instance that's opened. Let's see, just at this moment. Yeah, at the moment there's 19 in there. So it's quite crowded. Just let me know when you're in, Cliff, and we'll invite you to the party.
Whereas my dog hasn't moved a muscle since he lied you know where.
Yeah, well, this one is pretty content to sit here. I bought the two pups matching toys for Christmas.
Aww.
And they're rather large. I mean, that's like, maybe a foot long, roughly. Reindeer, super plushy reindeers. And the little one is smaller than the toy, and the big one just plumps the toy around. And it's so adorable to watch them both playing with the same toys, and then I don't have to figure out who's getting what, where, and when.
Yeah. I got my Flipper a funny toy. It looks like a weird green creature with an open mouth. You put treats into it.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering if he's going to figure out what to do with it. But he used to have a sniff mat before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was engaging for him and not for long enough. And this seems to work.
The little one loves those, too. She used to have what was the equivalent of a Chinese takeout container stuffed with little dumplings. Little fluffy, plushy dumplings.
Aww,
and she would
that's so cute.
Pull them out and throw them around and go chasing after them.
Aww.
They're just very cute. They make a lot of those. But now she likes the big toys better, so okay, fine. We were just waiting on Cliff to get logged in.
What's up, Fluffers? God, I still can't believe that she's gonna be 15 this year.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember how old my dogs are. They've got to be like 7-ish. Let's see what we've got. It's 18 degrees. And this is as warm as it's going to be today. So I think once we're done here, I'm going to take the Hellspawn out for a nice walk.
So, Mom, when's the next time you're going to buy a lottery ticket?
Pardon?
When's the next time you're going to buy a lottery ticket?
That's a good question. Hang on a second. Let me pull up my Hoosier Lottery app. Amazingly, they have an app for it. No, I don't want to play that.
Hoosier Lottery?
Hoosier.
They have
Hoosier means
app
Indiana.
for lotteries?
Well, what they do is they have a website that just posts the results and what's going on with it. So if you don't want to go to the store. Wow, they're both at 20 million, which means somebody won it. So not for a while.
Oh, okay.
I don't play at 20 million because what am I gonna do?
You don't bend your knees for so little as that.
Yeah, really.
Gotta respect yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
By the way, I posted a pic on the.
But it means somebody won Friday and somebody won Saturday, so there's nothing going on. So the Mega Millions and the Powerball are both intrastate lotteries, and they go through a lot of the U.S. states, though not all of them. And in order to make it work out for taxes, each state runs its own, but it's still part of the big one. So in the case of Indiana, which is the Hoosier state, they have not a website, but an app, and you can go in and see what's going on with it. And if you've got a ticket, you can scan your ticket for winnings and stuff like that. Cliff, you still trying to log in?
What's wrong with his login?
I don't know. It says if I can log in, and I don't see that he's gotten in. Though the thing is with Cliff, he's got one monitor. So
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. If he's looking at something, he may not see that something else isn't happening. Hang on. We'll see who that is. It's Sunday, so I'm fairly sure that nothing exciting is happening. I'm currently on two 32-inch slightly curved monitors, and I do mean slightly curved. It has got this monster monitor that's got, the big, like, 45-degree arc, which you can split into looking like two screens or have it as one giganto screen. All right, we are all queued in. Is everybody ready to go? Because we're going to do counterpoint.
Yep.
Bone saw is ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Bone saws?
Yeah, bone saw.
Bone saw. Is that who's running? Is that your
No,
ship's name?
it's a quote from Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sorry.
What are you doing up there?
Weewoo?
And the Weewoo is detected.
Okay, I've only seen a little bit of Spider-Man. It was
That
fine.
was my best.
Nothing wrong with it. Just
That's my best Macho Man impression.
That's what Sullivan says. Macho Man. Yeah, you do great impressions. I will take a look at that, Chris.
I think it's the most hilarious songs I've ever seen. It makes me feel
Okay.
like like something made on the internet in like early 2000s. And it's so catchy. I can't. It's perfection. I think I love it so much. I found it on internet today, and I'm like, I gotta find the full song of this because I just saw I think it was a droid and TikTok done with it, and I'm like, I gotta see the full song, and I found it on YouTube. And
What song?
called Half Horse, Half Man, done by a channel OCT on YouTube. It's a song that's kind of growing to be an internet hit right now. I think it's the most hilarious thing.
As soon as we're off here, I'll go grab a listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm currently listening to a book called Red Rising,
The station is under heavy attack.
which
Red?
Well, no,
Red, like the
Red?
color Red Rising.
Okay. I think you said Bread Rising.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
Bread Rising would be good too, but that's a cookbook.
imagine if it would be in the horror genre.
What, Red Rising?
Red Rising.
No, it's Bread Rising. Yeah,
I mean,
Rising.
Bread Rising.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. I'm glad you said that. I was going to make
Imagine.
some bread today. I'm working on my Bajorn Mappa loaf bread recipe for the cookbook. And I had it down pat, and then all of a sudden I realized that it requires having some sourdough starter, which I don't have at the moment. I had a good one going, and I used it all and forgot to save up a little bit to restart. So that's a project for the spring. So we will attempt to do it without a sourdough starter. And on to closing the portals.
Terran. The Terrans are
Yeah,
creating.
yeah. Terrans, blah, 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 blah.
Deep Space Nine is under attack.
There's one.
Two. Well, that's interesting. Apparently my
Where's-
evasive maneuvers disappeared from my tray.
Uh-oh.
Go, I can...
Was it lost because of the BUG?
I don't know. What ship am I running? Could be. So it's kind of a standard.
there are bugs in this game.
I know. Who'd have thunk it,
Yeah,
right?
there are.
Oh yeah,
Like
bug
many
hunt.
bugs.
Yeah, bug hunt.
That's why you go to bug hunt.
Tholians. I call them bugs too.
If we didn't
Herc?
have bugs, we wouldn't have a game. Come on. It's just cleverly
The
stitched
Herc
together
swarm
bugs.
is bugs.
Oh, the anthropods. Whatever they're called.
Arthropods, but yes.
I don't think that's bugs. That's more scorpions.
That's a bug. Anything with more than
Technically, they're
four
a
legs
beast.
is a bug. All scorpions are armored lobsters.
Yep.
Tholians are crystal spiders.
They're still spiders.
Spiders are...
Technically, they're not bugs. I get that.
They should be helping us get rid of all the bugs.
Yeah, good point. Yay, I destroyed my Terran ships, which I didn't even know I had. It is true. It is not a bug. It is a feature.
Also, I think they could get rich selling Tholian Queen honey.
Isn't that... Oh, it's referenced in Ninth Rule, right?
Yeah.
Well, Tholian silk was mentioned in Deep Space Nine.
So my dad was living in Austria the last few years of his life, and they have a firm belief over there that honey is a great curative for everything.
Wow.
So he'd get sick, and his girlfriend over there would dose him up with honey or bee pollen, one of the two. And he never got better. In fact, sometimes he got worse, and finally got really worse, was taken to the hospital, and they're like, "You're allergic to honey and bee pollen. This is not a good idea for you." Oh, surprise.
It's like if you try to eat maple syrup or drink maple sap, you can't. Some people are allergic to maple.
Honey actually has natural antibiotics. Yes, it does. But it also has naturally occurring spores, so it can also kill you if you're not careful. And that's why you
It's a
cannot give
natural
honey to babies.
preservative.
Yeah, just you can't give it to babies because the spores can't be killed. Well, not by heat, at least. But you develop your immunity by about age 2, so fine.
I saw this thing on TV. I mean, it's over the top, but...
Things over the top on television. Huh.
Somebody who had to live in a bubble because they were allergic to...
Everything?
Well, air.
Yeah.
They had to move that person during a disaster. It
Yes,
was like
I saw
an
this.
earthquake.
I saw this, yeah.
Was on Scorpion. They submerged the girl in a vat full of honey.
That's an
Just
interesting
to make
approach.
it so that, the inflammation on her skin would die down and stuff. And then they torched an entire, cooler with the girl in the honey inside the cooler while it burned. Just to make sure that once she got out of the honey, she'd survive.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the hell says it? I wonder if we could get the antibiotics out of the honey. Yeah, you can probably. It becomes probably a cost-benefit ratio, whether or not it's worth whatever's involved. It's not a strong antibiotic. But it does exist. Hence you can put it on a wound and it will help to heal it.
Pour some honey on me.
There you go.
I think that's the wrong song or wrong lyric.
Isn't it? Put some honey on me, baby.
No, it's
pour some sugar on me.
Oh, sugar on me. Yeah. No, you're right. It's sugar.
Def
No,
Leppard.
what the hell? We are not going to go into the onions thing.
But I think honey would be better.
Then sugar? It's tasty.
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna pour something on somebody, I think honey would be a better choice than sugar.
Well, technically, sugar behaves like a liquid because of the small granular size. Yeah, what's the hell? My grandmother, other side of the family, used to say, when you're sick, you take an onion and put it in a sock and you tie it around your neck. And it's supposed to help you. And I have no idea why. Other than it keeps everybody
Vampires.
away from you.
Oh,
Not
no,
for
that's
onions,
garlic.
that's garlic.
Sorry.
All I can think is it keeps other people away from you so you don't get any sicker. And they don't get sick, so.
Makes you cry.
Only if they're cut. picked up some people. Yay me. What have we got? We've only got 3 teams landed, guys? 3 teams? Seriously?
Better than 0 team.
This is true, but I think we need to get 10 landed to get the extra marks. Oh, what the hell? That's not new. That's a thing. What the hell says, I just reinvented some grandma's remedy. Dice onions, toss it in honey, and let it rest for 12 hours. Then the juice can dribble out, and it's good against colds. It actually is supposed to be one of the cures. Whereas my mom would say, yeah, you dice up the onions, put it in the honey, let it sit for 12 hours, then go to the doctor and get something that really works. Ah! Didn't catch the reinvented. Yes, you're 100% correct. It is a reinvent. We're up to 7 teams landed.
I love it when I'm on Defara,
Yeah.
Ari, and everyone's killing Borgs, and
Yeah.
I'm doing the mission just to do the automatic regression.
Yeah, I just find it hilarious that this is the longest and most botched simulation attempt on Borg. It's like the entire collective collapsed, and the last batch is still trying to assimilate stuff.
No, it's
Like
it's
the
different.
Deference moved on, they just don't don't care about that part.
The Queen's
I just
Navy,
love it.
you're
I love it when
gonna
all the
stay
players
there
are
till you
killing Borg.
get it right.
I love it when all the
Actually-
characters are killing Borg, all the players, and I can just do the mission and get it done with.
Yeah, I always keep that one queued up because if I'm running around killing Borg, I might as well throw that in on the side.
Yeah.
Plus, it's easy to get to the S9 or the Badlands if
Yep.
you need to.
Well,
Those
this
spoils of
character
war will
won't-
jump you to
won't-
Badlands too.
This character won't doesn't have the auto jump to
Defer?
Defera or the Delta Quadrant right now for some reason.
Well, have you
If
finished
it's in the
Delta
it's in the Alpha
Quadrant?
Quadrant.
I think you get it for
Yeah.
finishing the Defera/Breen arc and the Delta arc.
No, because I've
Yeah.
got the Delta. I've been able to get to the Delta Quadrant without doing the Delta arc.
Or is that one that you get through the fleet? Does your fleet get you the transwarp jump?
Isn't that where the colony is?
No,
Equivalent?
the colony is up over
Oh
there.
no, it's in the Alpha Quadrant. But there's just the Spire, I think, is in the Delta Quadrant.
No, the Spire's in Beta Quadrant. The Spire's at
Nolan.
Solanae Dyson Sphere.
Japori. No, well,
It's near Japori, yeah.
Isn't that on Genolan Tyson Sphere?
No, because you can actually get to the Solanae Dyson Sphere and you're technically in the Spire. Let's see, which way am I going? Oh, that's DS9. Stay here, Mom. Stay here.
Our reinforcements have put units on place.
great. Now I got that song in my head.
Earworms.
Pour some honey on me. In the name of Stowe.
Yeah, now you're making me get hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet.
Pour some brown sugar on me.
Ooh, that'd be good.
I don't have any brown sugar right now.
I have about a teaspoon of it downstairs.
Saving it for a dark hour?
I love brown sugar in a lot of things, but I didn't quite need all of it last time. And I wasn't going to throw the extra in because it gets a little too sweet then. So I settled for
Terra has been sent
all but
back
like a
to the mirror
tablespoon.
universe.
Alright, that's done.
Hold on. What the hell says want to get earworms out of your head? All you need to do is mix some onion and honey together and then dribble it into your ears, right?
Wait, what?
What?
I'm just messing with him. Oh, look at my horse. I'll do it.
What?
There is a song. It just replaces one earworm with another one.
Yeah.
So when I'm editing a music video, and I start doing it, and it can, on average, it's roughly 10 hours of editing for 1 minute of music. So I'm listening to the same song for roughly a week, just bit by bit by bit by bit. And by the end, I cannot get the song out of my head. It's stuck. It's one reason I haven't done a lot of music videos lately.
That's how I listen to music. If there's a song that just gets me, it's just like, oh, whoa, I need to listen to this until I hate it.
Holding Out for a Hero is probably the longest song I ever had to edit for a video. It's like 6 minutes.
Is that, which one was it?
That's
Was it
Bonnie...
the Shrek one?
Yeah.
I love the Shrek one.
It was the one before the Shrek one. It was the real one, but I love that song.
Yeah.
I love that Shrek did it.
Well, there's three of them actually.
I had to edit a video once and then upload it in 2 parts because, well, YouTube at the time didn't allow me to upload longer video. And that song was like almost 16 minutes. It was a medley of like a whole bunch of songs from
I thought you said
anime.
it was a Meatloaf song.
I
Meatloaf
guess
has
there's
songs
something
like,
with the European server
no.
because I've just been disconnected and I can't connect back in. I guess that's enough SEO for me for today. Yeah, it's just the circle is circling, but it's not letting me in.
Okay, well, that actually might make it a good stopping point here because my stomach's going, but we need food! Food!
You do need food. If you haven't had any.
I haven't had any. I've had some coffee. And I've been up on and off for 5 hours, so definitely time for food. So I'm going to get the heck out of here, everyone. I want to thank everybody who joined me today. Board King, Drunken Heretic, lovely to hear your voice. Chris, fun as always. Musin, thank you for being here. And everybody in chat, JB, What's the Hell, Cliff, thanks so much for being here. I hope you had a fun morning. Mom. Tholians are crystal cockroaches. No, Tholians are crystal spiders. Anyway, we will be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I hope we will see you then. Have a great day. And I don't even have to say stay moopsome because it's just not that. Have a great worship then. Everyone take care.
Good worship.
We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Moopsie.
Bye.
We got a Moopsie no matter what.
Shun the non-believer. Shun.